Thing you say to a person in your workplace, whether it's your friend, you think this person is your friend, can and will be used against you when a situation arises. They're gonna get themselves out of trouble using the information you shared.
I knew the friendship was over when I was the one like reaching out to them most of the time.
All the time, almost all the time.
They don't even like show the effort of reaching out to you.
Yeah.
Minus you reaching out to them, then there's nothing that is going to be done there. So it's like
that's one-sided.
It's one-sided.
Yeah.
It's one-sided. Yeah.
So you.
And
Yeah.
like they normally say, communication is the heartbeat of any relationship.
Billy the Melvin, she on a roll. From Nairobi streets, making hearts whole. Motivation flow.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're tuned in from, and a very warm welcome to my channel. Indeed, it is a beautiful day that the Lord has made for us to rejoice and be glad in it. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm coming back to you with quite an interesting topic. And I don't know what you'll think about it, but you're gonna listen to us and then you give us your feedback in the comment section. You let us know about the topic. And as you can see, I'm not alone. Yeah, so I have my amazing guest who is going to help me. Who is going to help me shed light on the topic of today. Yeah. It's a critical one, and I hope you, in case you're doing something, just stop. Sit down, relax, and listen to what we have to say to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us join our hands together for my amazing guest.
Drum rolls. So hi guys, I hope you're good. Thank you for having me here.
Welcome.
My name is Margaret Kimani. For those who are seeing me for the first, I think it's everyone on your channel. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. My name is Margaret Kimani. I am a journalist by profession, a voiceover artist. I am so many things. I am a daughter, I'm a sister, and all those things. So I am happy to be here
And
to
I'm
help
so happy also to
talk
have
about
you here.
it. Yeah, talk about the topic of today, and it's gonna be interesting, guys. It's gonna be so interesting. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
So I don't know where to start, but again, guys, she has a YouTube channel also.
Yeah.
So you can go follow her, check her amazing work over there. In case maybe you have a gig, you need a voiceover artist. Worry no more.
Yeah.
She got you.
I'm the guy. You see, you know a guy who knows a guy. I am the guy for that. I'm the girl now. So thank you so much for having me. Yeah.
So the topic of discussion today is, I knew the friendship was over when. So back to you in studio.
Woo!
I know we have like those moments, those subtle moments that you just like look at something and you're like, yo. There are certain signals and you're telling yourself, yo, I don't think if this friendship is headed in the right direction. I don't know if you have ever experienced that or you are the person who gave people character development.
Well, character development. Let me first of all start by saying that friendship breakups are the worst. They are the worst because I feel like part of you goes with this person. You know, when you're friends with someone, you share a lot, especially girls. You share a lot of things. For example, you share about your life, who are you dating, your family. You share almost everything with this person. And so when you like break up with this person, quote unquote, it feels like, a part of you has just left. And so if you have been friends and you've broken up with someone and you did not feel anything, then that wasn't genuine. I feel like that wasn't genuine.
And I think you have reminded me of something because I know for my viewers, this is not the first time we are talking about friendship. It's just that you're bringing this topic now in a different version. And I remember like saying that you compare friendship in terms of, you compare these relationship together with the friendship. I think the friendship kind of hurts most, like you've just said, compared to the relationship. I don't know, but that's my 2 cents on the same. So I would like to know, when did you realize that this so-called friendship was over?
Yes, so I've had like 2 or 3 major friendship breakups. The other ones just, you move to a new city, you move to a new job, and then that's it. Just you guys just stop talking, and it is not out of malice. You just, the dynamics are just not there. But the ones I had to make a decision to just end things, where do I even start? I'm even feeling triggered at this particular point. So one of them was my college best friend. And we used to do everything together. We used to, if you see me in school, those who know me, maybe you have seen me somewhere. You see me, you saw her. Like, we were inseparable. Lecturers knew us, everyone knew that we were together. We did everything together and all that. And it was good. It was good until it wasn't. Until I realized, now I was the one who called off the relationship. But it was a series, it wasn't a one-time decision thing that now I'm waking up and now I'm deciding no. So I first realized that the friendship was over when... Oh my God, when I could no longer, or we were not happy for each other. When you achieve something, or when I achieve something, we are not as happy for each other. So I knew there and then that, you know what, this one, we are on a road to, off a cliff, going off a cliff. That is the first time, for me. Yeah.
I think that one I can also relate with it. And from my side, I knew it was over when, instead of celebrating your wins, or rather telling you, Margaret, keep pushing and doing, it's like now we are competing.
Oh, yeah.
And there is no bad thing as when I keep comparing myself to you each and every time. Yeah. So I knew it was over, and I knew it wasn't going anywhere when we started competing. So you have this, they also want to have that one, you see. Yeah. And then in the middle of things, you realize that also they're not willing to tell you, you see, when maybe I look at you, maybe today you have come, you have killed, you're dressed to kill and stuff. They can't even tell you. You're walking with your friend, and then other people are like, hey, Maggie, you look so smart. And then the person that you are with, they can't even say anything.
Exactly.
So that one tells you a lot about the person. Yeah.
I also had another one, not even that one. I also had another encounter with a friend. Okay, I viewed this person as a friend, but I don't think they viewed me the same. I would kill it and ace it. I'm getting these big things in my life, happening in my life. Or maybe I post a picture in a very nice looking dress. And then they text me in my DMs. They're like, where did you buy that dress?
How much did you?
Where? I want to know where. And at the back of my mind, I'm like, could it have killed you to just say, oh my God, you look so good? Start with the compliment first, and then now ask, where did you buy it? So they really wanted to find out each and everything. So I remember another time, oh my God, I think I should evaluate my friendship. I remember another time, now I bring this person to my house the very first time. So it was like a work thing. She was a colleague at work. And that is why they say, do your work, go home, go. But then again, we develop relationship at work, and some are good, some turn out to be great. Now this one, I bring them into my house the very first time. And when they get into my house, they're stunned. They're stunned. And I'm now, after the whole thing, we are celebrating, we're having a good time then. They had come to see me. I was sick, and they had come with another colleague to see me. So now what happened, now after the visit, now I'm now seeing you off, because in the Kisha is what we call it, I'm seeing you off. I'm asking, okay, what's up? Because I noticed she wasn't talking much. And she's like, wow, hey Maggie, hey, hizo vitu zote, all those things that you have, wow. Hey, you have a lot. You have a lot. No, they don't tell you that, you know what, your house looks so good. They're like feeling some type of way. And then afterwards, now she tells me, can you do a calculation for me for all the things that you have?
You don't mean it.
I swear. Can you do a calculation for all the things that you have in your house? Oh God, I'm sure if I'm going to share this link, they're gonna know. But you know what? We do it afraid. So this person, let's call them X. This person X now tells me, can you like write down, so where did you get this and this, blah blah blah, write down a quotation of everything in my house. Okay, I'm like, okay, that's okay, because we want to move out. She wanted to move out of her parents' house. And I was like, oh, okay. But then again, would it had hurt you if you had just said, Maggie, I love your house. I love your dress. So is it a me thing? Do I want to be validated, or what happened? I don't understand.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think if it's a you problem.
Yeah.
I think there are other people who are like that. Instead of like start by complimenting you,
Yeah.
like you said, they start like they're now looking at you with an envious eye.
Yeah. And
so
it's
they're
so
like,
obvious. You're making
they're
it
like,
obvious.
Yeah. And they can't even hide.
Yeah.
They'll just put it in front of your face. They can't lie about it. So I've been there, and I think maybe such people should just learn how to support other than competing, because what I know, what I've learned is I can't be you, you can't be me.
True.
And when it's your time to shine,
Yeah.
however, how many people that will come, like all of us here, and then we decide that we want to hinder you from your blessings. It can't work. Your star will shine and will shine, and it doesn't matter. So I think that competing aspect, sometimes we have friends, we feel like we can be intentional with them, but it's not the same feeling. The feeling it's not mutual.
It's
not mutual.
Yeah. Wow. That
So-
was mine. So you.
So me.
Yeah.
I knew the friendship was over. By the way, you said like that one. I think the one that took a major toll on me was me. I'm just like young, stupid, and naive.
As
I've
we
gone
all
to my-
are at
I've
some
gone to
point
my
in my life,
workplace.
in our lives, yeah.
I'm like, where I am, I feel like, you see the way you've said, like not every person, though you cannot like dismiss the fact that, me, I think right now it's when I've started like opening so that I can also spread love to the people around me.
Yeah.
But if you ask me like few years back, I had done my heart like this.
Ooh.
Like I told
Chainsaws
myself,
there, crisscrossing.
yeah, I told myself the friends, I think the friendships and the ones that I value most are the ones that I made back in campus, because we're still in touch. So I'm at my workplace and I think like everyone is my friend.
Wow.
So I think that heartbreak took a major toll on me, because I couldn't like stand it. I was like very, very, very intentional. And then you just wake up one morning, you've been with this person over the weekend, you're okay, you have like done everything, like whatever friends just do. And then you wake up one morning, this person, you're okay with him the previous day. Now this following morning, they're not talking to you, they do not want to look at you, and you're like, you.
What happened?
So you try like reaching out to them, and then they're not even like telling you where the problem is. So you see, now you are here, you do not know where the problem is, because even if like we want to solve this thing, how are we going to navigate through that if you are not communicating? So you are there, you do not know what you did wrong. You see?
Sure.
So you try reaching out, they're not like, they do not want to reach out to you. And then now the picture about this thing is, these people were claiming to like hate certain people. So they have ganged up
With these same people. Oh my
so
God.
like, yo, and then the way you were saying, sometimes we share like secrets with friends and stuff, and then it reaches a point you're like, hey, if things like go south, are those people okay? You might be in a position to say, let this remain between us, even if the relationship is not working. This should just remain between us. But you are there because this person is not communicating. You're like, hey, Are they like giving out my information out there or what? You see? So me, I knew
That's the crazy thing about being friends with people in your office.
Yeah. So that was when I realized it wasn't like working at all.
Yeah.
Because
So one thing I know about friendships, and especially in the workplace, I've listened to a couple of people talk about it, and in as much as it hurts to understand it that way, but it's the truth. Anything you say to a person in your workplace, whether it's your friend, you think this person is your friend, can and will be used against you when a situation arises. They're gonna get themselves out of trouble using the information you shared. For example, let's say you shared that you had problems at home, and maybe that is why maybe you're not able to deliver at work, or it's not even related. You just shared. For example, I say, "Oh my God, I'm so stressed, my mother and all that, yada yada yada, and all that." And then all of a sudden the boss is coming and asking, "But this person is not working." And then you say, "Yeah, she had issues at home." You see? So without even them wanting to talk out of malice, they find themselves now spilling. So oversharing at work, please. No. Don't. Especially when you don't know these people. When it's just maybe you walked into this new company. You feel like, this person is my friend. Some people just befriend you to just get to know you and know your weaknesses. I've had that one. For example, I walked into a company one time and I was just new. And then now, I didn't know that person was the HR.
What happened?
So I'm walking home and I'm like, I know this person, she was like young. Not so young, but young enough. So you could relate even the things she was saying, the way she talked. Like HR tumezoea ni watu, the old people. Yeah. But this one was like young, bubbly, lively. So we are walking home and we are discussing, and she's asking me, "So what made you leave like your former workplace?" And and I'm there sharing. And so do you think where you are, do you feel like the days you've worked here, do you think that kuna pressure or something? Why not that God tamed my mouth? And I said that, what, I feel like, I'm at peace when I'm in this company, this new company. Then later on, the following day or something, I think the following week, I then realized, oh my God, this is actually the HR. She actually goes and shares the same information with the boss. I was so, oh my God. What if I had shared bad things? That would have been the end of me. And so now that doesn't mean that you don't have friends, especially in the workplace, because sometimes it can be so tedious. You feel so overwhelmed. You need someone to share. As they say, no one is an island. So, but you have to be careful who the person is, because it's not everyone. You have to judge. You have to be a judge of the character of this person. Now, me, I knew the friendship was over. When? Let me give the backstory. Oh my God. I suffered through the hands of friends. Or people I thought were friends, because right now they are not friends. I cannot give them that title. Now, I was friends with this person, and they got me this opportunity. They were moving from the company I wasn't I4. So I called this person, I asked them, "So what do you do nowadays?" We had done our internship together in another company. So she gets me an opportunity at a company now she was working for, at an organization she was working for, and she was exiting that company. So she wanted me to fill her position. So I do that. So I move my life from, my home to this new place. Now she hosted me. She was the one who hosted me for like 2 months or so, until I got on my feet, and then I moved out. Now the red flags I should have picked from there. She didn't used to communicate especially even when we were roommates. If you're a roommate with someone, you need to communicate when you're making major decisions. Like, for example, telling me that maybe your relative is coming. So The reason why I even moved out. So she brought her brother to live with us in that same house.
And she didn't come.
And she did. One time I'm just chilling. And you know, girls, I'm just chilling, you know, I'm there. I'm not dressed, of course. I'm dressed like a person who's going to sleep, like a girl living on her own, or you're like two of you. I'm there in my shorts, my top, and all that. The next thing, she's coming and she gets in, and then she's like, Karibu sana, yeah, welcome. And I'm like, who are you welcoming? Okay, maybe you have a guest.
Of course.
So at first I thought, oh my god, she has brought a man. Oh my god, why didn't she tell me? But it turns out it was the brother. Now the problem is, this house is a studio apartment. It's a studio, or aliasly known as bedsitter. So I'm like, okay, wait. So it's now the two of us, plus your brother. Wow. Okay. So I had no problem because the bedsitter was, the studio apartment was designed in a way. There was, as you come in, there's a corridor, and then now you get into the house. So the brother just fixed himself there. But I still wasn't comfortable with the whole idea. So after a few days, once I got my salary, I moved out to the next house that was just there. Now, where did the problem come in? Now I have told you, I moved into this company or organization. And where she went, she got trouble. It didn't work out the way she wanted. And so she started eyeing for this position.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Without even me knowing. So all this, I'm trusting this person. That when I trust people, I trust them completely. I am so, you know, I attach. I am anxious. I have an anxious form of attachment. So I just attach. So I trust people easily. So she's eyeing for this position, and all this time I'm thinking she has the best of my interest at heart. At Kumbe, she was still communicating even with the boss in this new organization that I'm working in, and she's telling the bosses that she's actually on sick leave. She's actually gonna come back. And all this, I don't know. I do not know. So, and now this boss, she was kind of close to the boss. Yeah, she was, I don't know what kind of relationship they had, but she was kind of close to them. So now I'm being given hell in this organization. Why? Because they feel like, you know, do whatever you want. You know, this other one is coming back. So whatever you do, we don't even recognize it. So I'm being given hell in this new organization. Oh my God. And it's the first organization I'm working for out of school, straight out of school. So I'm like, oh my God, is this the idea of 8 to 5? Oh my God, working for corporate is so hard. So when I finished school, I didn't go straight into corporate. I first of all did some gigs here and there, online things, online writing and all that. I was doing things just online. So then I decided, now I want to move out of my mother's house. I mean, I was just, you know, when you get to that phase where you're like, I just want to move out. So I did. And now it got to a point now, just to wrap it all up. Now she moved in back to the new company, now to the organization. And turns out she was still in touch with those people who are giving me hell. And Nakuja, she used to come, give me a different story, tell me, you know, this is what is happening. And I'm asking her, I actually confronted her on the same, what were you doing there? Because she used to come even when I was there. So what were you doing there? And she just lost it. She lashed out. You know, I was the one who brought you. I don't know, what? All those things. And now, I actually got another job. Lucky for me, I got another job. I had applied with another organization and I got another job. So I moved out of that organization. But it was so frustrating, man. I was being given hell. I wasn't paid that month. That, you know, I just left, you know, those organizations. they don't pay you on time. So when I moved away, I hadn't cleared my arrears. So now I don't have any means to pay my bills. I don't have anything to do, I don't know what to do literally. And now I'm in a new organization. I have to have fare, I have to have, money for upkeep and all that, yada, yada, yada. And all this time, I'm still, okay, I haven't left the relationship. I'm still, holding on to, she couldn't do that to me. She can't.
Right.
She can't. So she moves back to the organization. Months later now, I forgive easily. Okay, I take long to now cut things off. But when I do. Completely. I'm gonna wake up one morning and I'm like, you know what? Enough is enough. Enough is enough. So we continued with the relationship up until it got to a point that I felt like now she did a series of other things to me, but that was the highlight of it. That is where now it all started. And she did other things, and then I just decided one day, no, I can't take this bullshit. I can't take this bullshit anymore. Because she used to, I think it used to be one-sided. Yeah, it used to be one-sided. You can do things to me that I can never even think of doing
them to you.
Yeah. For example, now let me give another. I think I'm venting here.
Okay.
She comes to my house at midnight. I'm just sleeping in my house, and I hear someone knocking, and I can hear it's her because I told you I just moved into another house that was near. We were next door neighbors, and I can hear it's her. So at first I was too tired. I had traveled the whole day to a nearby city, so I was too tired. So I didn't want to open because I'm like, I could hear it was her plus another person, like a man. So I didn't want to open the door. So I'm just there, just sleeping, and I'm like, please go to your house. If it's an emergency, just call me. Then she's knocking, and then finally she opened my window. My God, that day I forgot to close my window or to lock my window. So she opens, and then she draws the curtain, and she sees me sleeping, and then she's calling me, Maki. And I'm like, okay, I wake up now. I open the door for her, and in come, and she's welcoming someone into my house, like, welcome. I'm like, wait, what? In my house? And she's telling the person, this is where I live. I know. I was like stunned.
How?
This is where I live. This is my sister. And the guy is like, obviously, like, if she's your sister, why wasn't she opening the door in the first place? And now I had to play along because I had to play along. I just couldn't, you help a sister. So I had to play along because we needed that guy to just go away now, because now if we're two of us, he cannot spend the night. So turns out she had picked a guy from the club, and she didn't want to bring him into her house, and now she had to pretend that I am the sister and blah 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 and all that shenanigans. So I had to play along. I was like, I told you to come early. The next time I won't open the door for you. So I acted as the sister. So and then after, and then the guy left. So it turns out the guy was in the army, and I'm like, you were gonna get me killed because of your shenanigans. Because now mark this: if this guy, and he was armed, if this guy felt angry because of being duped or something, it would have been now the both of us. I'm like, oh my God, this I don't need this. I don't need this. But I didn't show it immediately. I was pissed, but then she went to her house, and that ended there. Now I decided to break it was when now she I wanted her. I went to her house in the morning as I was going to work. I needed something, and I knocked, and I could hear she's in, and she just ignored me outright. Ignored me, and I'm like, wait, I let you to my house at midnight, but when I need you, you're gonna act as if you don't know me. I know. No. I was deep for done. Now I remembered everything came out. was like, you did this, 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 and I was like, done. I am so done with you. Yeah, and that was the story. Sorry for taking too much time.
You guys are too interesting.
I know.
And I'm glad you brought the aspect of them not communicating.
Yeah.
Them not communicating.
Yeah.
And now it brings me to my next point.
Yeah.
I knew the friendship was over when I was the one like reaching out to them most of the time.
All the time, almost all the time.
They
Yeah.
don't even like show the effort of reaching out to you.
Yeah.
Minus you reaching out to them, then there's nothing that is going to be done there.
Mhm.
So it's like
That's one-sided.
It's one-sided.
Yeah.
It's one-sided. Yeah.
So you.
And
Yeah.
like they normally say, communication is the heartbeat of any relationship. So if it's not there, then when I'm the one like reaching out, it will come to a point when I feel like I'm so drained. Yeah. So me, I knew it was over when I'm the one doing the work. This thing should be a two-way traffic. Scratch my back, I scratch yours.
And
Yeah.
people don't want to invest in friendship.
They don't want to be
They
intentional.
don't.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
don't.
yeah,
They
yeah.
don't.
Yeah. So
Wow.
at that moment, I knew this wasn't working. We are not headed anywhere with this kind of like, you are the one making effort, you're the one like doing the most. They're doing absolutely nothing. So at that particular juncture, I just knew, hey, we are not. This one.
Did you reach out to them to make that fact known?
How? When they're not even communicating. And again, on the same note, I knew it was over when I think they blocked me from viewing their status.
Oh my God, guys, that's diabolical. Why?
So you see, like you are there, you're listening to your other friends saying, "You saw what Nani posted,"
Okay,
and then
why,
you are
why
like,
do you think they did that?
and then you are like, you guys are friends. In as much as they are not communicating, they've already like cut you off completely. They don't want anything to do with you. So at that particular time, I just knew.
Yeah.
This one, I can't be like the one doing the most and they're doing nothing.
True.
Yeah, and I can't like me. What I value most is my peace of mind.
Yeah, sure.
If I'm in a place where I don't feel my peace of mind, let me tell you, me, I'll just walk away, and I'll feel like absolutely nothing about it. Yeah, in as much as it will hurt, but I love my peace of mind
Love
so
your
much.
peace. And that's good. That's beautiful.
I love my peace
Wow.
of mind.
Wow. Now for me, the other one that
Yeah.
made me feel like, you know what, the friendship has to be over. I knew the friendship was over when let me now make it now about me. Now, when I started feeling jealous of them, when I couldn't stand, or yeah, it's just like that. Let me just put it that way. When I started feeling jealous of them, and I felt like I was a shadow. I was just a shadow. Yeah, a complete shadow of their accomplishments. Because now this person, let me talk about it this way. And that was part of the reason why I left. It was a character issue that it was one of the issues that made me leave. Another issue was a character. Their character wasn't really good, and what they stood for wasn't really good for me. Now I started feeling jealous. Now in terms of we are walking, and I think it's a girl's thing. We are walking with this person, and they are getting all the attention. And my God, I'm a size. Let's talk about. I'm a size what? Is it a size 8 or 6? I don't know.
I even don't know about those ones.
Yeah, like okay, I'm small. I'm small bodied, and this babe was so endowed.
And you couldn't bear it.
Not that I couldn't bear it, but I think at some point I felt like I was a shadow, and I couldn't. No, I started having like low self-esteem when I was around them, and that made me feel some type of way. So it wasn't about them. It was about
you.
me and how I felt. And because now there was no way I could change anything. I couldn't change. I tried not feeling. You know, they say just don't feel. You can't not feel. You have to feel it. It's there. It's there. So I had to work or to walk away and then work on my esteem, because right now I mean I am okay. If I walk with you, regardless of how you look, I love my body the way. But then we are straight out of camp, or we are in campus, and you know how campus babes are, and you know how the men, you know, they'll be like, oh my God, we want that one in the middle, and you're left there wondering, kuni kuni. Oh my God. So that was then back then. But with what I know right now, that one is, I wouldn't care less, because if you're a man and you're looking for, you know, that particular type of a woman, and you're there jeering and cheering, then it shows that, you know what, emotional intelligence, kidogo, you don't have it. But now perspectives have changed, things have changed. So right now I felt that way then. And in regardless of whether I was smart in other ways, because I was smart in books and other ways, you know, outspoken, and they weren't. But that particular thing made me question my self-worth, my self-esteem, and I had no choice but to just choose my peace and just walk away, so that I now do not feel like a shadow. So I acknowledge that it was a me thing. It was my flaws. Yeah, it was a me thing.
And that's a bold step, because you know, when we talk about friendship, most of the times we like playing the victim.
Yeah, sure.
They did me. They did me. What did you do?
What did you do?
Yeah. So that one, it's a bold one.
Yeah.
You noticed that, and you say, this is me. This is the way I feel about them, and I don't want to feel the same. So. Since it's not their thing, it's a me thing, then I have to work on myself, so that, because anyways, like you've just said, we are all able differently. There's something that I admire about you, there's something that you admire about me, and I'm not in a position to do so.
True.
So the only way that we can be in a position to work together is when we learn to compliment each other out, and not feeling like, if I feel like you're doing good, even that audacity of telling you, that's so nice of you, that's good.
Yeah.
I can't, because one, kawaruka menishika, can't say anything. True. That's so nice, because if blame game inakuanga,
we are always looking for at what the person did.
And the beauty about now you acknowledging is, I really love, you're saying it's you. So meaning you took that responsibility.
Yeah, sure.
Because the moment you fall into a victim, you be the victim, it's like you're giving people power.
Yeah, sure.
So that is one thing that I actually, because to some point I was like, I don't want to keep blaming people, they did this. Maybe
you enabled them.
Yeah, one, I enabled them because I didn't
have
boundaries.
Yes, exactly.
So I allowed those things to happen. So
to you.
It shouldn't be like they did. I also played a role in them doing me whatever they do. So I really love that. I really love, because we don't love acknowledging or admitting. Hey, I also hey Maggie, I also. That one, I accept it was on me.
Yeah.
So we just want to be there, and
the
then
victim, the what.
And
I was listening.
I just love how you have kept it real. So then you're keeping it real.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I was listening to Oprah Winfrey, Super Soul. She has a podcast called Super Soul Conversations, and she was quoting Maya Angelou, an advice she got from Maya Angelou. When someone shows you who they are, or when they tell you who they are, believe them the first time. Believe them. Don't wait for them to prove. So when they show you that they are toxic, when they show you that they can disrespect you, believe that. Don't try to cover it and say, they will change. He's my partner, he's gonna change. Let me tell you, adult people, especially adults, they seldom change. It's rare for them to change. They don't change. So when someone shows you who they are, or they tell you who they are, believe them. And she was giving an example of, I come to you and I tell you, you know me, I'm toxic. I am so toxic.
You can never be toxic.
And then you're like, don't say that about yourself, please. You can never be toxic. And babe, your hands are so warm. As warm as her soul. And don't try. They have told you, I am this, I am like this. It's because they have evaluated themselves and they know themselves to be toxic. They know themselves to be liars. They know themselves to be, And this person, the person I'm talking about, who now came to my organization and did all those shenanigans and all that, they kept telling me, for me, I can't hold relationship, even friendships. I don't hold friendships. They just come and end. I'm not one to attach. They are not like as family attached as I am. So relationship with them just end at, just like that. And I thought now it would be different because, we are good friends. We are even living together. You can't detach from me. We have so much. Where?
And to work on your point, if there is one thing that I've learned to date is when somebody wants to change, they will change for them. Yeah. Not
for you.
Because they normally say, we can work things out. This person is going to change. I'm a good person and stuff. You can't change a person.
And here we're not even talking about men. We are talking
even
about
friends,
people in general.
People. It's not about, by the way, it's not about men.
Because there are those people, like for her, I used to see, when we were together, someone is calling her and she's like not answering and she doesn't feel remorse. And it could be important. And she doesn't answer her phone. And then it got to a point now, later on, she did the same to me. And I'm like, Maggie, what did you expect? You thought now this person changed because it's you? No.
That's who they are. And we find that in most cases, we see these red flags. They are there. But we are so stupid to admit this is the reality. So we keep on like, we're like, let's
we are calling them orange like my shirts. You're seeing red like this chance, but then you're seeing orange. Oh my God.
Like, no. So even somebody like slaps you on the first day and you're like, no, he will change. He will do it over and over.
It was the devil. My God.
Yeah, and
the devil that day is in South Africa.
We'll keep on blaming on the devil. So it's my turn.
Yeah.
And my last one. Yeah. I knew the friendship was over when they showed up whenever they needed help.
Wow.
You reach out to them.
It is not wow, Margaret.
You reach out to them.
Yes.
They are not there.
Yeah.
But the moment they feel like
they need you,
I need Margaret to help me do this 1, 2, 3, they will reach out, and the stupid Belinda will be there to accommodate them.
Yeah. Oh my God! Oh my days!
Though not all, there's a point maybe somebody's not reaching out because of reasons number 1, 2, 3. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. But this, you're just saying literally, you guys are not talking. It's like, with friendship sometimes, when you're friends with someone, even my besties back in campus, sometimes we don't talk. But let me tell you, the moment we'll call each other, either it's them calling or me,
it's banter.
We'll talk and and it will seem like you guys have been talking each and every day. Even the conversation itself just flows.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like there was much time between
and then you see, you are reaching out, and then when you talk to them, they're like, you can't, with communication, and for those who have done communication, you realize that sometimes it's one thing to communicate and also the tone.
Yeah.
So when you talk to them and then you feel like, the tone is type away, you can't I can't feel Maggie. I'm used to the bubbly Maggie, and now it's not.
Yeah,
It's the now the other version that I do not want to see. And you are just reaching out to them to just get to know how are you feeling on Maggie, how is everything, so they are not there. But now when it's their turn and you're just there.
My God. Wow.
So at that moment I knew no. There's no way I'm doing this. There's no way I'm doing this.
Right. I think now that one comes from I also want to, I agree, it's supposed to be, the both of you, I lean on you, you lean on me. But then again, that is why it is important to even define the kind of friendship that you're having. Because I think friendships fall into different categories. And it's important. Some people say that don't mix up your friend groups. There are people you hang out with, there are people you go to church with, there are people you party with, there are people you just have good conversations with, there are people you cook with, so don't get them mixed up. So I think now what happens with most of us, we get to expect the wrong things from the wrong people. For example, for me, I have a group of friends who, when we meet, we're just, hanging out, having a good time. We don't want to talk about our work. We don't want to talk about those things. So I don't expect anything from that particular group. And then there's another where I'm like, now I'm leaning on you. When I want money, it's you. When I want this, it is that. So I think most people don't understand that. Yeah.
And I think that one is important. Maybe one day you'll come and shed more light on that so that we get to understand.
Yes,
because again, we also need to define. But then what I've also learned is at the beginning of those friendships that you're having, it is important you define.
True.
Because you feel like to put, or rather to set the rules from the word go.
Yeah.
We have those people who love taking you for granted because they know, Maggie will not do this, and she's so forgiving. So each and every time I'll be just wrong. And then, like you said, you forgave your friend, and then this time they're doing whatever that they're doing because they know, Maggie can't do anything. Yeah, wow. So they just take you for granted.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing.
I think we should have a part 2.
We should have a part 2.
What do you think,
guys? We should have a part 2.
Do tell us.
This girl can talk. Whether it's the first time. I know she's a talker.
I'm a journalist, guys. Yeah. We were supposed to do this for only 30 minutes. It's now been almost an hour.
So we'll come back with part 2. But let us know. Do you resonate with the points that you have shared? And if yes, let us know in the comment section. And again, also let us know, when did you realize that friendship was over? Because I know we haven't exhausted all. And if we were to exhaust,
would spend a whole day.
Hey,
wow.
You guys, we'll watch part 9 up to part 9. So, thank you so much, Maggie, for gracing my channel today.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Happy to have you.
It felt like a therapy session. Because some of these things,
I'm listening to you and I'm like, I felt like I've gone it through with friendship.
I've been through the most. My God, but thank you so much for having me. This was an insightful discussion. I think people should be having these discussions more. Communicate your needs, make your needs known to your friends. Don't expect them to just know how to treat you. So if you have a problem, just let them know. I mean, we are adults. You won't be beaten. So just communicate. I know I have touched enough. Yeah.
I knew it was over when they had too much expectation.
What?
But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching till this very end on Keep It Real. I hope we have kept it real, because I know you have kept it real, and would like to hear your thoughts on the comment section. If you haven't subscribed, or if you're watching us for the first time, click the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get notified on the videos that I would have already uploaded. Until the next one, I've been your host, Belinda Marvin.
My name is Margaret Kimani. Bye.
Bye.
Melvin, she on a roll.